Hello, happy new year. Welcome to Faith and Focus with Illyria, where we talk about all things life, business, and leadership. And so today is New Year's Day 2025. You made it. You survived 2024. Congratulations. So last night, I had the opportunity at our crossover service to minister the word, and I was able to minister on Luke chapter 5 verses 1 through 11. And I kind of want to talk to you about that today. And it's where the first disciples were selected. And so Jesus was talking to this crowd of people, and as he was talking to the crowd of people, he saw two empty boats. And when he saw the two empty boats, he sat in one of them and asked its owner, who was Simon Peter, he was not Peter yet, but who was Simon, to if he could push his boat out just a little bit so that he could finish talking to the people. And once he did that and he was finished talking to the people, Jesus said, push the boat out into the deep. Let's go deeper. Let's go further in. And so let's go further in with God this year. And Peter said, or Simon said, Master, we've toiled all night. We've done this. We've been out there all night. We haven't caught anything. It's empty out there. And sometimes we feel like our lives, we've tried everything. We have tried everything we knew to do, and it still did not produce any fruit, or it still did not produce a harvest. And so they were frustrated and, mad and just tired, just exhausted. And so I don't know if you were tired and exhausted, but they were washing their nets. And so the Lord showed me that their nets were their livelihood. And so they had to take care of those things. They had to take care of their nets. And so they were washing them of all that they did catch, which was not what they were trying to catch. So they caught a whole lot of debris, seaweed and sticks and rocks and those sorts of things that needed to be cleaned out of their nets. So that when they were cleaning their nets, that's what they were doing. They were trying to clean their lives up themselves. And so Jesus, when he told them to go out into the deep, and Peter went into the whole explanation of, hey, we've toiled all night, we've worked all night, and we've caught nothing. But at your word, we'll go. I'll do it again. And so I think this year, at least I know for me, and I'm sure for you, we have to get to the point to where at his word, because he said so, we'll do it again. Because he said so, we'll take that leap of faith. Because he said so, we'll try a different method. Because he said so. Sometimes we forget when God speaks to us that his word does not return to him void. So Peter said, because you said so, I'll do it again. And so I want to encourage you today that because God says so, I want you to do it again. Try it again. Try it in a different way. Try it in a different method. The crazy thing is, when they did it again, they caught so many fish that their nets began to break. And so the Lord said to me, because this was their livelihood, they could not really afford for their nets to break. But he also said that we have not prepared our lives for all the things that God wants to do in our lives. Maybe we haven't gone to get those bank accounts. Maybe we haven't, prepared for the rain so that our fruit can grow. I don't know what you haven't prepared for, but even though they thought they were taking care of their lives and they were cleaning their nets were not prepared for the mass, or it wasn't prepared for the wholeness, for the amount of blessing, for it just wasn't prepared for what God wanted to do in them and for them. So, yes, sometimes we are praying for things, but even in our prayers, we are not preparing well enough for what God really wants to do, because it really is above all that we could ask or think. And I think that that's what happened with Peter. It was so massive, the catch was so massive, and the nets began to break that he had to call for his partners, which were the sons of Zebedee, James and John. So he called for them. I believe that it was James and John. So he called for them, and they came to help him with this massive catch of fish, reminding you that they had done this all night. They went fishing all night and didn't catch anything. But it's amazing how you could go and do something in your own strength and not catch anything. But then when you have Jesus with you and when you're trusting him at his word, how the thing that seemed to be impossible winds up being possible. Not just possible, but more than possible. And so that's what happened. So he called his partners to help him bring in all these fish. And when they did that, they put the fish in both boats, and it was causing both of the boats to sink. So we're going to have people connected to us that the Lord wants to bless all of us. At the same time, we all have to be prepared for what the Lord is going to do. And then after that, once they brought the catch in, the crazy thing to me is they left everything there. They left everything there on the shore to follow Jesus. And we have to be willing to leave everything there. Like, nothing can be more important than your relationship with God, because your relationship with him and his relationship with you is the number one, the number one gift, the number one priority in what God wants to do with you and for you. So we have to take care of our lives. We have to take care of these things. But I encourage you, don't do it alone. Do it with Christ. Do it with him, because doing everything with him and following Jesus is going to be the biggest decision of your life. But I guarantee you it's going to be so worth it. I love you. I'll see you next time.